last meal, last supper. Supper of choice.
Chick-fil-A. Their diet lemonade is bomb.
We could have gone to a steakhouse and you turned me down for Chick-fil-A.
I just wanted to be cozy in the hotel room.
All right.
You might be wondering what this video is. I'm having surgery tomorrow. I'm having a gum graft on some lower teeth down here. Apparently I'm a grinder. Clench my teeth and grind at night. Yay me. And it makes your gums recede. So it's not good. We're going to cut a piece of tissue from the roof of my mouth and sew it on over here. And hopefully it'll be fine. I did have to drive away. So this is a hotel room. Surgery's at 8 tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on Valium, I think. So I had to have a driver. So Dave came with me.
You nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm apprehensive about pain levels based on online experiences, which you should never look up, by the way. They range from big fat nothing burger to 10 out of 10 worse than childbirth. So, so that's not helpful. But I thought it might be interesting if you're interested in what a gum graft is like, feels like, what the recovery's like. Come along in this video because we're gonna do it. Dave, are you gonna record me when I'm high?
I was gonna say maybe we'll get some good post-op funny lines.
Did I tell you how much the Valium cost?
No.
So they gave me 10 milligrams to take an hour before the procedure. It was 50 cents.
Okay.
And the pharmacist was like, "You're not planning on doing anything that day, are you?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "You're going to be real sleepy, real out of it." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay, so this is the morning of. What pills do you have?
Valium, diazepam.
Okay.
And they don't have a candy coating.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll just keep videoing you and see how the reaction is.
I think it's going to take longer than 1 minute.
Oh, okay. We have arrived.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 15, 20, 30 minutes since you took that pill?
50.
You took it at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
I would say it's kicked in.
I just feel sleepy. And I have to really concentrate to get my brain to work.
Foggy.
Yeah, I feel a little foggy, which is weird for me because usually I'm like hyper alert most of the time. So it's odd. I just feel like I need to take a nap.
So they're using the Valium and then the gas.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to numb you up.
I'm telling you, the gas is so good for me. I just no sense of time. Like I know in my head, I know it takes a long time. Like when I had my dental implant, I knew it took a long time, an hour maybe, but it felt like 5 minutes. And I was just I did not care about anything. Didn't feel anything. Didn't care. I was like, whatever you need to do, guys, it's cool. It's kind of how it felt.
Well, I say it's time to go in.
Yeah. Yeah, time to go in.
Let's do it. All done.
All done. Does my face look weird?
No, your face does not look weird.
Feels weird.
Okay, let's zoom in an extreme close-up. Oh, yeah. I think all I see is spit.
Since we're talking about health and taking care of yourself, I thought it'd be the perfect time to thank our sponsor today, Fabric by Gerber Life. Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance that you can get directly from your couch or the floor, which is where I'm sitting right now. All online and on your schedule. And coverage could be offered with no health exam required in some cases. This is something my family set up way back in 2009. It's one of the most important things you can do to take care of your family. If you have anyone relying on your income, like kids or spouses, you need life insurance. Just in case something happens, the last thing you wanna have to worry about is money. And Fabric can help you take care of you and your family. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee and you can cancel at any time if you want to. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to help take care of their family. All you have to do is go to meetfabric.com/frugalfitmom. It is the first link in the blue below. Apply today in just minutes. It's meetfabric.com, MEET fabric.com/frugalfitmom. First link below. The time to lock in low rates is right now, so check them out.
How's the recovery?
It's okay.
We're just a little over 24 hours post-surgery. How are the edamame doing for ice packs?
It's perfect. That's perfect. Can you see that I'm swollen?
Yeah, a little bit. You have any advice for anybody else?
Stay on top of your ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Save up all your books and movies you want to watch. Make sure you have a Helix mattress. I'm not supposed to do warm stuff until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gets really old. Like, everything that's cold is sweet. And I just want to eat some ramen or something salty. The recommendation is to stay away from acid. No tomato soup, no salsa. It's gonna irritate everything. I've been rinsing with salt water. It's more achy and sore. It's like my jaw had a workout, not sharp or anything.
This little lady's been trying to keep you company.
I know.
Hey, are you keeping her company? Oh, yeah.
You want to show them what we're watching?
One guess.
One guess.
One scene. You get one paused scene. Can you figure out what the movie is?
Let us know in the comments.
Okay, I'm on day 3. I am swollen right here. Can you see it? I'm down to 600 milligrams of ibuprofen. I didn't ice my face today, which I think was a mistake because I'm feeling pretty sore, like someone punched me in the face. But I'm dying for salty food. So I made some mac and cheese. I'm sore up here too, which is weird because they worked down here. I don't know. This whole side is like tight and sore. He said I could try and chew on this side if I can. I may not be ready to chew yet. It's almost like too much mouth movement. Really uncomfortable. Maybe mashed potatoes would have been a better bet. I'll try mashed potatoes later. I'm just trying to take it easy. Check in later. Hey, we are sitting at a dog. We're sitting at 13 days post-op. I think the bruise is mostly gone. What do you think? Right here. The swelling is definitely gone. My stitches are still in. They're in the back of my mouth, back here, so I can't actually show them to you at this moment. Hopefully I can get pictures from the surgeon once I go back in to get the stitches out, which is still in another week and a half. But I would say overall, I feel pretty recovered. I have no pain or anything over here where the gum graft was. The only thing is I'm still supposed to not chew on this side. I'm still supposed to not brush on this side. I'm not supposed to touch it with my fingers or my tongue or like pull my lip back or anything because it's still healing, but I don't notice it. I do have a medicated mouthwash that keeps this area clean, and then I brush everything else like normal. And then when I go in to get the stitches out, they'll do a quick little clean of that area as well. It looks really good. It looks like my gums. They're pink, they look good. Stitches don't bother me. The donation spot on the roof of my mouth, there's still a divot there, but it's like mostly pinkish white. It doesn't hurt. It just feels weird right now, but it should fill in. Your palate like regrows. So it should fill in over the next few weeks or few months. And eventually it'll be like nothing ever happened. So for this part of the video, I thought I would answer common questions when it comes to gum grafts, because when I was prepping for mine, I wanted all of the information. So this is the information for you. They are expensive. In general, it's about $1,000 a tooth. I do have dental insurance. They covered $2,000 of it, and then I covered the rest. I did the nitrous oxide, the gas. The gas works really, really well on me. Like, I'm like high as a kite. So if it doesn't work on you, or if you get really, really nervous, you could opt to be sedated, but that's much more expensive. The gas was like $80, $50, and being sedated is like $800. So it's a big difference in cost. What foods did I eat? A lot of protein shakes. Really, really runny mashed potatoes. The first 3 or 4 days, I was so swollen, I couldn't even open my mouth. And then the roof of my mouth was really raw, and so I didn't actually want to chew or bite anything. So like pudding, applesauce, protein shakes, ice cream. I did a lot of ice cream. We got ice cream from McDonald's. This is like the most I've eaten out in 1 month span ever. And then last night we went and got froyo. So I'm still not chewing very much, and I'm chewing really, really, really soft stuff still. I graduated to mac and cheese about 4 days ago. So I'd say maybe 9 days, a little over a week in. Pain level never really peaked higher than a 3 out of 10. I would say the swelling was worse, like the achiness and the swelling, not being able to kind of move my mouth at all was worse than like pain. It wasn't really painful, not really. And then now I'm not even at 2 weeks, like I feel totally fine, like just fine.
normal. I'm trying not to forget that I'm not supposed to chew over here in case I accidentally chew over here. I refrained from working out for about the first week, and then the first few days back, all I did was take a walk. I would just take the dog for a walk outside, and I did one easy day on the bike. But the way I feel right now, I could probably go back to standard workouts. Like I could probably run, lift some heavy weights, and I would feel just fine. I didn't have any prescription pain meds at all. I just cycled like ibuprofen and Tylenol for the first couple of days, just to help with swelling more than pain. And then I did bruise down here on my lower jaw, which took at least a week to go away. But I didn't feel like I needed prescription pain meds at all. My bed does raise up, so I did sleep slightly propped up for the first week or so. I don't know if that helps with healing or if it helps with swelling, but in my head, I like to think so. I did go to a gymnastic meet 3 days after surgery, and I wasn't able to talk or anything, but after being there for a couple of hours, that was too much. Like I had to come home and ice my face, and I was really tired after that. That was probably too much. So if I were doing, I did 3 teeth. So if you're doing 3 teeth like me, I would plan on not doing anything for like 5 days. I had dissolvable stitches on the roof of my mouth. They're all gone now. They all fell out. I had a couple fall out. I think the last one fell out on like day 6. But other than feeling like kind of smooth and like a divot, it really doesn't bother me. It does not hurt. Not really. It's a little tender, but it doesn't hurt. The graft area is definitely a little bulgy. Like there's extra tissue there, definitely compared to this side. There's probably still a good amount of swelling. You know, it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet, so it's still integrating. It's still healing. Like the full healing process takes several months. So it will smooth out and like get tighter on the teeth and be less bulgy over time. I use my own tissue because all the doctors recommend it. Like it just works better. It's less likely to fail. Donor tissue has also had success, but I wanted like no chance of it not working. Even though gum grafts in general are like 95% effective, they almost never fail. I just wanted to do everything I could do to make sure that it worked. You're not allowed to use straws. You're not allowed to like swish liquid. Like, so when I do the medicated mouthwash, it's like you kind of tilt your head back and forth and roll it around. You can also use warm salt water, half a teaspoon of salt to 1 cup of water every time after you eat. No water pick, no electric toothbrush for 8 weeks. If you have removable retainers you wear at night like I do, I brought them into the doctor and he trimmed these 3 teeth to make sure it wouldn't touch the graft. But when I got home, he said I could wear it on day 1, but when I got home, I felt like it was really close, and he said I might just be swollen. So I did not wear my bottom retainer for 7 days. And then I did text my doctor and he said it was okay to put it back in. So I've been wearing it now. If my teeth moved at all, it was negligible. I almost didn't notice at all. And then I wore my top on the whole time, so that was no big deal. During the procedure, I listened to music and I had like sunglasses on, or you could have an eye mask if you don't want to look at anything. I was awake, like I knew what they were doing, but I was pretty chill. So I never zonked out from the Valium or anything, or the gas. I didn't think he turned the gas up very high. I've had gas other times where I was like out of it, and I wasn't that out of it. I was not prescribed antibiotics. I think that's because we used my own tissue, and I don't think I've had a problem. You know, it's your own tissue to your own tissue, so there's a really, really low risk of infection. I think if you use donor tissue, it's still a low risk, but I think they do antibiotics if you use donor tissue, but not for me. I was not given a palate guard for the donor site. He just stitched it up, and it was pretty tender, but it was okay. Like by day 5, I was like, oh, this is okay. And I think it's because he opened like a flap and took the inside and put the flap back and then stitched the whole thing up. I think the people who have the whole strip taken off for a different type of graft, a free gingival graft is what it's called, they would definitely want one because they're missing that top layer of protection. And I was not, so I wasn't given one. I didn't feel like I needed one. Thought it healed really quickly, honestly. The graft itself turned weird colors. It turns weird colors. There's a reason they tell you not to look at it, because you're gonna be like, it's failing, and freak yourself out. Don't freak out. It's supposed to turn like pink, red, purple, white, a little yellow, a little gray. Like it goes through all these color changes as it heals. Anyway, the healing process in the mouth, the oral surgery stuff, looks gnarly. Would not recommend looking at it. Don't look at it. It's really hard to be patient. It's really, really hard. But just go in and then have them take the stitches out and have them tell you whether it worked or not. Remember, 95% success rate. I should never need another graft in that area ever again. It's supposed to last my whole life. Fix the grinding by, I wear a night guard and I change the way I brush, and I have really, really good oral hygiene. I have a water pick, I have an electric toothbrush, I floss every single day. I have very specific mouthwashes that I like. If you're interested in my products that I use and love, I'll leave some links in the description box if you want to go check them out and you want to improve your oral health. And I do have sensitive teeth, so I've tried all of the sensitive toothpastes, and I think I have two favorites. One you have to get from the dentist, and then I also love the Sensodyne Rapid Relief is really good. And here's the secret to the toothpaste is you have to leave it in your mouth, like brush and then don't spit it out. Hold it in your mouth for like 4 minutes with all the bubbles, then spit it out, but don't rinse. Like the toothpaste has to seal all those sensitive spots in your teeth. It'll make a huge difference. Gum graft as a spouse.
You were pretty out of it for at least the first day.
Yeah, I would say I just slept.
24 to 48 hours, you were pretty out of it. But other than that, I mean, I can't see it, so I don't really look too much, but I mean, it's gone smoothly, just like he told us it would.
Yeah. Were you surprised at the swelling or the bruising?
Yeah, I mean, you were yellow and green and all sorts of colors here.
Yeah.
Are you still a little bit? Oh yeah, you still are.
A little?
Oh,
I don't know if the camera can see it.
Oh, you are 100%.
I
It's
have-
very noticeable.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think the camera's picking that up, but it is still there.
Oh yeah, it's mostly under. It's like right in here.
I didn't have any bleeding from the graft site ever. After we left, I did have bleeding from the donation site on the drive home.
Right.
But I got it to stop and it didn't come back. So I don't think I had like excess bleeding or anything.
Yeah, there's really no complications or anything like that. Like I said, it's been pretty smooth, just as he described.
Yeah, pretty smooth. So I don't have pictures or anything, unfortunately. That would have been nice to add. I know they want like a real close-up of my gums. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
I probably am gonna need more in the future, but at this moment right now, I'm like, how long can we push that off?
I am too.
Anyway, if you have any other questions about gum grafting, because you're gonna have one or whatever, I will be in the comments. So leave any questions down below that I didn't answer, and I'll do my best to answer, because I know I had a million questions. Like, I was freaking out like with the questions, so I totally get it. But wait, there's more. I think this would be a fun game. Roles that could not be played by anyone else in TV and movies, like they were made for the role. Hugh Laurie's House. No one else could have done House.
Probably.
It wouldn't have been the same. Did you know that Patrick Dempsey auditioned for House? That would have been a different show. I think James Marsters as Spike, no one else could have done Spike like him.
Probably true.
I think. Do you have any?
Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker? Come on, that's my generation. Nobody else could have played Jerry Seinfeld.
No one else could have played Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, I would say the whole Seinfeld cast.
Oh man, so true.
The whole Seinfeld cast.
Which is really funny because when they do the show inside the show,
Oh,
and
in
they
season
do
4?
cast other people to
They
play
do,
them.
yeah.
It is like a really weird look into what it would have been like if they had had different actors. Nobody else could have played Andre the Giant.
Oh, come on.
In The Princess Bride, nobody else could have played Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible.
Which one?
All of them.
There's like a million.
Tom Cruise is Ethan Hunt, in my opinion.
I would like to know what you think about that one as well. Who, like, no one else could have played this person? Oh, the guy that plays Dexter. No one else could have played Dexter. We will conclude this very vlog style hangout chill video. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you want to hang out more, you can subscribe. It's always free. And I have like 1,000 videos if you're new and you want to see what else we do around here. So check it out. See ya.